Hello, this is Geoff with In-Depth Studies. Today we are in 1 John chapter 5, verses 16 and 17. It says, "If you see any brother or sister commit a sin that does not lead to death, you should pray and God will give them life. I refer to those whose sin does not lead to death. There is a sin that leads to death. I'm not saying that you should pray about that. All wrongdoing is sin, and there is sin that does not lead to death." Now, of course, this is a difficult passage, but what is clear is that there is a sin that leads to death, and we are not to pray for that. So that would be, I suppose, would be an unpardonable sin. The problem is that I don't know how I could identify that sin. So to be able to make the identification that that's a sin unto death, I don't know. So obviously this is God's word, it's true, but it leads me to the conclusion that it must have been something in the early church that was clearly recognizable, but now it is not. So it is true, there is a sin that leads to death that I'm not to pray for, but unfortunately I wouldn't know how to identify that to even obey this particular passage. So I thought I would just touch on this, give my thoughts, and then leave it up to you. So if this has been helpful, check out more of Geoff's thoughts on YouTube, and there you can subscribe to them. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.